What's up, party people? It's time to talk about the playoffs. They are finally here. Yes, we are about to put a bow on this season. It's been a long freaking summer, and I can't believe we finally reached the end. We'll go over all the stats in a separate video because it'll be kind of a video that I think will set a standard that we don't want to reach in Madden 26 for for slow sim stats. There was just too much of everything and not enough of one thing, and we'll bitch about that in another video. But right now we're just gonna preview the playoffs. There was some drama. The biggest game of the week was the Eagles and Commanders. They were playing for the division title, and the Commanders won at home against the Eagles, and now they play each other for a third time. Not a fan of that, but it happens. I'll never forget when it happened with the Eagles. They played the Cowboys in the final week of the season. They lost for the second time that season and then got their asses kicked in the playoffs the very next week. So that was a great memory, and it seems like that happens a lot with the NFC East when it does happen. There were some other possibilities, but they were long shots, and we got the Falcons in. The 49ers are in. I think they could have missed the playoffs had they lost, and the Saints won. They would have been 8-1, and I don't know what Madden does with the tiebreakers, but they're wrong in my opinion. So it is what it is. All right. Well, anyway, that's the NFC side. Who do you think is winning the Super Bowl or making the Super Bowl, or both? From this side, I would love to know. Really bringing the energy right this morning too. I'm so exhausted from recording this league. Next year, I've said this before, but next year we are going to be even tighter with the schedule and recording. We got to be done the Super Bowl before Madden 27 comes out. That is my goal. Anyway, let's talk about the AFC side, because that's where all the drama was. You could have had two teams possibly be the number one seed, but the Bengals lost. The Colts, I think they lost. Didn't matter. And then we had a team sneak into the playoffs because another team choked. The Jets won the first game, and the Bills won. So the Bills still hung on to the division. Sorry, Jet fans. You went 10-7 and didn't make the playoffs. And then you had the Raiders choke. The Raiders just had a win. I mean, who knows if the Raiders won and the Steelers won, if the tiebreaker would have been different. But the Raiders needed to take care of business. They didn't. They lost. Pittsburgh won, and now they're in the playoffs. So there you go. That was our big games going. If you didn't watch those games, please go back and do so. But I mean the Eagles and the Commanders game, I guess, was okay. They weren't great games in week 17 and 18. Teams they made it seem like teams played tight. They weren't great. I think a lot of people are happy that the Jets are not in the postseason. The Jets were really hot at the end, and their defense was intercepting the ball like crazy. I mean, no one compares to Jair Alexander on the Ravens, so who knows what that's going to happen there. But yeah, we got some really great matchups here. So I'm excited. I don't have one clue who's going to make the NFC side. I don't know. That's a tough one, man. I've seen all these teams lose and win. I don't know. And then on the AFC side, it's got to be the Ravens. I don't know. I think it's got to be the Ravens. It's hard to beat Patrick Mahomes, but I think I'm going with the Ravens here. You just can't throw the ball anywhere near Jair Alexander. It's crazy. So watch, Lamar choke it away, but that's just how I feel. So that's the preview. Let's look at who won some awards. All right, well, it's time to look at awards, and we're gonna, before we reveal the big reveal of the MVP. We'll start here on the Coach of the Year, and it's been Dan Quinn, and it remains Dan Quinn. I guess the writers or whoever votes for this shit knew something I didn't, but the Commanders make a comeback in the division. A lot of these teams did. They were, the first 4 games were just extended preseason. Teams figuring themselves out, and the Commanders did enough. Jaden Daniels is a great player, and he carries his team into the playoffs in the NFC East Division title. But the MVP, it was, if I remember correctly, last we looked, it was Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, and then one Patrick Mahomes. Let's see who won this. Lamar Jackson sneaks up to the number 1 spot, wins another MVP. How about that? Then you got Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Max Crosby. That was, never going to happen, but it was there. Jaden Daniels, Kyler Murray just absolutely turned it on in the second half. A lot of rushing yards. Josh Allen. Josh Allen, they came out of the basement too. Great. Justin Fields looked really good. TJ Watt, Yaya Diaby. So there you go. AFC side, of course, Lamar's Offensive Player of the Year, followed by DK Metcalf and Rashee Rice. Metcalf he was awesome. Definitely has some of the best highlights of any player in Madden 25. Slow shim, just absolutely teabagging people. He caught that Hail Mary pass to win the game for the Steelers from Aaron Rodgers, and that was awesome to see. Max Crosby was great. Shame he's not going to make the playoffs, but great turnaround for them. TJ Watt, Benito had a great year. Jair, he should have won. 17 interceptions. Come on, guys. He should be higher. Ashton Jeanty, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the AFC over Travis Hunter and Quinshawn Judkins. So I believe Ashton Jeanty led the league in rush yards, and he missed 2 games. Man, I wish you didn't win the Defensive Rookie of the Year, Double O, because I don't know how to say Olada Dejo. Dude, I apologize. It should have been Samar Stewart, if you ask me. But unfortunately, it's not. JTT, he also had some really solid games, so good to see there from the rookies, but I wish someone like Shamar Stewart would have won so I could have said his name correctly. And then Patrick Mahomes, best QB. Lamar Jackson gets boosted by all his rushing stats, which weren't as high as I thought they'd be. Pacheco, great year. Best RB over Ashton Jeanty. I believe Pacheco had way more touchdowns and receptions, so that helped him there. At least DK Metcalf got best wide receiver. He was great. Rashee Rice, so solid. Calvin Austin had some huge moments as well. How about that Steelers playbook, my friends? Jamar Chase probably would have been higher if he didn't miss like 4 or 5 games, but he's back for the playoffs. Of course, Trey Smith is the best O lineman. Max Crosby, best D lineman. TJ Watt, best linebacker. Jair over Surtain. You can't throw near Surtain anyway, but Jair just incredible. And Graham Nicholson. I don't even know if he's really the kicker for the Colts or they didn't have a kicker and it automatically put him on there, but he's the best kicker for the AFC. NFC side, J-Mo wins Offensive Player of the Year. I believe he led the league in yards and was tied for receiving touchdowns. Beats out Jalen Hurts. Choked. Unfortunately, my boy choked in the final week of the season. Yaya Diaby, best defensive player in the NFC. Colston Loveland. No, there's no way. Emeka Ibuka was awesome this year. I know Isaac Tesla caught a lot of touchdowns for a rookie, but Emeka Ibuka just way better than Colson Loveland, if you ask me. It is what it is. Jalen Walker and his teammate James Pierce, top 3. But Jalen Walker gets it over Jahad Campbell, who is pretty much a stat stuffer. So that, good for my Eagles, but Jalen Walker definitely deserves it. He had a great year, really transformed that defense for the Falcons. Jalen Hurts, best QB. We'll take it. We'll take that one. Saquon, best RB. Is he? I mean, Swift had a great second half. He really came on strong, and part of that came against the Eagles, where he actually absolutely went off on them. J-Mo, Romo Dunze. Romo Dunze had the quietest year that not quietest, but like very under the radar. Just did what he had to do. He didn't pop big games, but he was, doing stuff every week and really helped bring that Bears into the playoffs and win their division. Frank Ragnow, best O lineman. Micah Parsons, best D lineman. Best linebacker is Yaya Diaby. Boye Mafe was great. He was right there. Gotta give it to one of them. They both deserved it. Lenore, he was great. Drew Phillips was really good, but Clark Phillips was outstanding. I feel like Clark Phillips should have given Lenore a little bit more run for his money. But great players, and then wow, Young Hoku fell, man. He was up here at number 1, but Joshua Carty. Well, that's what happens. You win best kicker sometimes when your team can't score touchdowns. That's a big reason why the Rams didn't make it. And looks like Madden 25 understood that Matthew Stafford's back problems are really going to be a problem because they did not make the playoffs in Madden 25. So, that's a little universal foreshadowing. We'll go over stats in another video because I'm gonna complain. You'll probably see that video after this because I don't want my Madden 26 leagues to look like these numbers at all. So we'll go over that later if you're interested. And if anything, I'll have a little preview of what each team did leading up until their game, their playoff game. So there you go. Those are the stats. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. If you haven't already, please tell me who you think is going to make the Super Bowl. Who's winning the Super Bowl? And Madden 26 best quick sim playbooks to rebuild with. Video should either be out right before this video or right after this video. I don't know, but I'm about to record that. Where is it? All of them. See the little purple things next to the playbook names? That's a check off, and I checked off the final one yesterday. I'm going to tally it all up and see which really are the best playbooks to rebuild with in quick sim at Madden 26. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe because, it helps and everything, especially the likes. And I will see you guys very, very soon for Madden 25 playoffs, stats, and what you all been waiting for, Madden 26 quick sim playbooks. Peace.